Hello and welcome back to our X4 Foundation Space Trucker Let's Play Poorly, final episode of Season 1. We're going out with a very muted bang. Not quite a whimper, but, as chill as we entered the world. We're going up to deploy a satellite in Argon Prime, but first we need to buy a satellite in Argon Prime.
Autopilot engaged.
Going up there, but we have to get to the wharf first. I'm pretty sure I don't actually have any satellite. No, I do not have any satellites.
Requesting immediate backup.
But yeah, so this is the last episode of the season. Then, as I said, I'll take a break. And when I come back to Season 2, we'll have a whole new custom start, a couple of new mods, maybe a few mods removed if we don't need them anymore. Actually, let me take a look at what mods we've got installed here. Obviously got the 3 DLCs. The Better Follow Cam. We probably don't really need that for this, so we'll turn that off. The Better Target Monitor. Does it work still? I don't know if it still works. I do remember reading something about how they updated the target monitor in Tides of Avarice, which means that Better Target Monitor may not be functioning properly anymore, or it may override the fixes in the changes in Tides of Avarice. So I've left it off. Camera tweaks. We do want to keep that on. The encounters rework. We don't really need that because the goal there is it kind of in the base game. Encounters happen when you are far away from stations. The game sort of teleports a whole bunch of ships over to you to give a little bit more population around you. And the encounters mod kind of tweaks that a bit, but we're not going to need it because we're never going to be going off into the black like that. Fly by lockbox and looting we don't want to do. The vanilla icon mod, yes. Info center we haven't really used much, but it's always good to have on there. Inventory collector we're not going to use. Is the blueprint unlocked? Well, we're not doing anything with blueprints really. Not super worried. Okay, we're going to turn that off. The AI tweaks, this is mainly for combat, which again we don't need because we're not going to do any of that. The cleaner HUD, yes. Equipment tooltips, yes. Map hotkeys. I think that wasn't working the last time I ran it, so I've kept that off. Report current status. That is an option in the behaviors tab for most ships. Don't think I need it. I haven't used it once in any of the playthroughs, either this or the modded save. Sector list is good. Paint jobs, sure. Reactive docking. For subordinates of carrier and non-carrier. No, not going to need that. Obviously, Star Wars Interworlds we're not going to use. Sector Explorer we won't use, and Sector Patrol we won't use, especially since we're going to have the Sector Satellites installed at some point. Smarter turrets we don't need. A lot of these QWERTY mods, yes, but let's see. Functional radar, yes. Reset mouse, yes. Trade analytics, yes. Alternatives to death, yes. Camera. Crime has consequences. Let's just turn that off. I mean, it's nice, but the kind of gameplay I would need to do to kind of mitigate the effect of that isn't stuff that we're going to be doing in trucking. So, emergent missions we don't need. Friendly fire tweaks, yeah. We might as well leave it on. We might end up with escorts at some point, so. Hacking outcomes, all this stuff. Loot mining. Yeah, let's keep that on. Modification parts, trader. We're not going to be doing any of that. Oh, that's one thing I'll probably put in. I will probably give us the PHQ in the custom start because I do want to have the mods. And so it might be a good idea to have the parts trader there. Let's add the missions because it will be good to be able to do transport missions. NPC reactions we can keep off. The rep stuff, all of these we'll keep off. Yeah, okay. That's a good set. And then, like I said, we'll add sector satellites for the second season. which I'm pretty sure still works even though it hasn't been updated in a really long time. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Don't bump into anything. Okay.
Entering system. Argon Prime. Autopilot. Disengage.
We need to get over there first. Pick up that satellite. And I'm debating whether or not I want to add the Sector Satellites mod to the modded save. They are really good. I invested so much time putting satellites everywhere. They're really good, but there's also they can be a bit cheaty in some of the things that they give you the options to do are a little bit cheaty. All right, where am I docking? Oh, that's right, I'm a big guy, so I'm going to be docking right here. Yes, yes.
Successfully docked.
We're pleased to welcome you aboard.
We just need one satellite, but I'm gonna no, stick 10 in us here. That would be fine. Oh no, it needs scanning arrays. What? Are you serious? How many can I do before it needs equipment? I'll do 5. All right, we're nearly to. Oh well, I guess we're taking the ribbon that way. All right, that's that's going to be interesting because we have to deposit the satellite right at the gate. So I'm going to have to remember to. Nope, that's the wrong way. That's the wrong way. Oh come on! Oh wow! Oh boy! Everything just went pear-shaped. I was going to say, I'm going to have to remember to get out of the ribbon fast enough, but now, I mean, am I even going to get on the ribbon? Should I even try? Well, I'm committed now. And... What's our money doing? Ah, okay, well now they want more. They always want more. It's the disadvantage of using one of these guys to do this kind of mission. It's like, it takes a long time to get there. Alright, come on. Almost. Almost there. There we go. Alright, let's stop. Done. Alright. That was not a lot of money, but it was good, honest work. And that's about it. Not much else to do other than keep trading, but I'll be honest, since we're planning for a season 2,
I was asked to drop my
maybe... You know what I might do? Oh, come on.
awaiting orders.
Escape, doesn't matter. What I might do is we might take a look at some mods that are available on Nexus and see if we want to add them. Yeah. Alright, so let me pause here while I get that set up, and we'll spend the last little bit of time in this episode and in this season taking a look at what options we might have for the next time around. Alright, so let's take a look, make sure everything's going right. Yeah, okay. So this is Nexus. I only really use Nexus. I don't use Steam Workshop because I have to run everything with the no Steam executable, so I can have multiple mod sets running at the same time without causing any weird issues. So one of the things we want to get for next time is sector satellites. Now, the last time it was updated, it was April. Okay, so it probably... Alright, so yeah, that's probably in good shape now. Before I forget, let me go ahead and download it. There we go. Now, so one of the things this does, which is really great, it's a really great mod if the thing that you're looking for is more automation with satellites. So this mod does these things. Normal satellites add instant price updates for all discovered and non-hostile stations in a sector. So just sticking a normal satellite anywhere in a sector gives you coverage of all that information. It doesn't reveal the movements of the ships. It just gives you price information. So I just need to put one little satellite in the middle of the sector, and that'll do the job. Advanced satellites will uncover all non-hostile stations in a sector by using these advanced satellite detection probes. And they pop in every once in a while. It just keeps happening. And it adds 5 to 7 additional mission offers to random stations in the sector upon the player entering their sector. So it gives you a few more missions. Does the instant price update thing. It rescans sectors periodically. Pirate cover detection can be enabled. That reveals the true pirate faction. That way you don't have to scan them manually. Detection of hostile stations within the sector can be enabled in the config file, but I would usually just leave that off. Then there's the hostile detection satellite. It does not create active radar, so that doesn't cause frame rate problems on the map, unless hostile ships are discovered and in range. Works otherwise like an advanced satellite. Active radar and notification be configured in the config file, and so on. Then the interdiction probe. It disrupts and damages engines of L and XL ships if they pass through the 8-kilometer wide range of the interdiction probe. Probes only disrupt ships if the player is in the same sector. The affected ships will turn hostile toward you, though, but they won't open fire unless they're attacked. Then you've got these survey units. Will scout for hidden treasures, create a logbook entry, and so on. Does the ownerless ships, data vaults, gates, and so on. Resource survey unit. This one's great. It basically deploys an optimal distribution of resource probes in a sector so that it grabs the highest value of each of the resources that particular sector contains. Oh, I got a phone call, but I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, so let's see. Where is my? Oh gosh, this one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I got a call from work because I'm not at work because I am in quarantine, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's so boring here. How do you survive on Thursdays with nothing happening?" I was like, "Well, it's a life." Okay, where were we here? Resource survey units, pirate cover detection, configuration. You can do some stuff in a config file, and then you can reach out to a pilot of one of your ships via comms and ask them to self-destruct deployables. So and then it says here, all types except interdiction probes and survey units will check for new discovered build stations in their sector every 10 minutes and hook them up for price updates as well. So this is a really good mod for the kinds of stuff we're going to be doing in the Space Trucker Season 2. And honestly, I think it's about time for me to stick it into the modded save because I really loved it. I just hadn't used it because I wasn't sure that it was working. Um, so the next thing to look at is I know there are some mods here. Let's see, how are we on time? Still got about 15 minutes. Okay, so there's some mods in here I know that work on. Oh, here's what I want to do. I want to look at what is it? Ship mods. There we go. Ship specialization mods, which switches classes around. I know there's some stuff for changing the storage sizes. Ooh, yeah. Maybe I can look at that. Let's see. 10x storage size multipliers, destroy build storage, station supply, build storage, 10x, like a whole bunch of different options for doing multiple storage. And this one, well, some of these are pretty old. But yeah, the Nexus mods are really good. I find there's a lot more of them available than there are in the Steam Workshop. There are a few that are only available on the workshop and are not available on Nexus, but the reverse is definitely more true. But let me see if there's. I think there's got to be, yeah, more cargo space for all traders. There we go. 2x for S class, 5x for M class, 6x for L class, and 7x for XL class. So I feel like that would be a really good thing to have if we want to just go like crazy ham on having ships with really big holds and to just kind of expand the feel of trading in bigger ships. But then it makes the XLs kind of slightly redundant for the amount of work, but yeah, maybe worth it. The other one though that's really good that I think I might end up using just because I am a little punk is where is it? What the heck? Where is it called? Oh, the cargo mass reduction mod. Yeah, cargo mass reduction. So basically, this will prevent all the bouncing around and failing to hit targets of the docking as much as I've done. This is a really good thing if we want to do that. But I'll be honest. Half of the entertainment value of that Space Trucker series has been the fact that I keep missing the docking bays. Um, and also, it will reduce the feel of weight. Obviously, that's what it's for, but it will and also reduce the realism for me, the immersion of it for me, to be flying around, say, in an XL ship and feeling like it is not laden down with a whole lot of stuff. But it'll be worth testing maybe to see if it's any good. So I will decide before I start the second season whether or not I want to go with this. I probably will not, but it's still up in the air. Um, but yeah, so that's about what we've got. Those two are the best ones that I can think of for right now for using in the new second season. We could also have more traders per faction, and Yeah, so and then there's also these options here, like we could put in other ships that have different kind of miners and so forth. I imagine that this won't necessarily work though because it's an old one. It's about a year old. Yeah, doesn't work. Oh well, no. Yeah, like probably like there's some issues with that mod. It hasn't ever been updated really. Yeah, it was uploaded on the last updated the same day it was uploaded, which means it was never updated. And then here's a more cargo for all L and M traders. Last updated in March. And it doesn't have a very good description here, but 10x more storage for all ships. Well, I don't know if what that's going to do, if that's any better or worse than the other option. I feel like the more more cargo space for all traders is probably better. But be that as it may, we will continue on with season 2 once I've taken a break from this particular gameplay style. Probably come back to it in maybe a month and a half. I'm definitely not giving up on it. This is not what this is about. This is about starting over with an even better set of initial conditions. That will make it even more enjoyable. So thanks for watching. See you on the other side.